fails to understand why his mother, his uncle, and his childhood friend Katsu seems to take his security so seriously. Katsu constantly follows and observes him with no regards for his privacy, focusing on keeping him safe every waking moment. But the consistent hounding started making sense when the adorable second year at his high school, Satomi Takaba asked Takosa out on a date. Though initially innocent, Tsurusa's too attention to become parent. When Inoki visits her house, she plans to assassinate him, and she is not alone. Surprisingly, the ones who came to his aid are his uncle and Kotsuda, donning their dark and deadly ninja attire. After Ito is escorted to safety, his mother reveals the truth. He is the 19th heir to the noble clan ninjas known as the Ija, and the target of assassination by their rival clan, the Kojis. In order to protect himself against the new threat, Ikuto must hone his skills as the only ninja academy remaining in Japan, the Kodosuke Ninja Academy. This anime is about 12 episodes on October 4th to December 2nd, 20th of 2022. Based off the original series, it is action. Theme is school. Each episode is 23 minutes and it's rated PG-13. Let's get started into another great anime review. What I really like about this anime, it makes the protagonist like I like the whole premise of it. Like he didn't know like he's part of this whole like great ninja clan and like every person who like is like connected to him, it has to protect him. And he has no idea until he's like tired of them like always like being around him. But I feel like, for you to be unaware for so many years that you're this heir to this ninja and no one's told you early on in life so you be more careful. I'm just like, how did you not know, my guy? Like at all. Like you just blessed the whole thing until you almost get killed. And I'm just like, you're lucky that your group showed up when they did. And then your mom just burst out this huge secret that you're just part of this great powerful organization and that the rival is trying to kill you. Now, overall, besides the whole premise of the plot, which is very simple, but I think sometimes when you're dealing with this type of plot, you have to think how are each of the pacing and storylines going to work. And then also, you have many overarching themes and challenges going on in this anime that sometimes it doesn't seem very well written. I mean, you have this whole undergrounding, like ninja empire with a lot of thriller, a lot of double crossing, a lot of mystery to it. And then it seemed to work for the most part of storytelling, but then it didn't like work for the rest of it. Like the whole ninja stuff, like the background, I think it was okay done, but I feel like it's poorly written to not create this whole ninja type war that it was trying to set up to be. I mean, overall, the design was very simple. The characters were okay, but I didn't really think it made them really stand out, like for the over the characters themselves and just the people that the main protagonist is surrounded by. Like they try to flesh out the best that they could, but they didn't even try because the way I see it as, for the main character to be launched into this whole new identity, this whole new system, and going to a ninja school that surprisingly is in Japan, but ninjas are not supposed to be known in society, but they're just a school in Japan for the ninjas. Like, how does that work? Like, how does that fit into not pull like their whole entire secret? Did they just set up the premise of it just being like a normal school? Like, how does that get by and like not be noticed by normal people? They're trying to keep that whole ninja world hidden or trying to keep people safe. Because there has to be like a line between that has to be crossed somewhere. And then this girl who's always by the matriarch's side, like what's the mask for? Why does she always have to wear it? I mean they do explain it, but like I feel like they didn't flesh out enough of these characters that we're introduced. Like they didn't flesh them out enough. Like they only give us like snippets where we just get a bit of the icing on the cake. But that's basically it. And then they don't address it again. And then like the very end of the anime, like it leads off somewhat good, but not really, because you see like a lot of things going back and forth between like the flashpoints, who we're covering, who do we kind of root for, and then you're like at the end there's more double crossing. That doesn't entirely make a lot of sense, but it's okay for what it is. I think if they were able to give more episodes, I think they would have put out these characters even more. But my final thoughts on Shinobi no Iko is that the premise was there. It just wasn't well written enough for me to be impressed by it or for me to want to watch it again. But definitely check out Shinobi until you haven't already. The score I give it is like a 6 out of 10. I think what they could improve on with this anime if it was well written better, the plot was better organized, and just fleshing out the characters to make them more relatable, more believable, and figure out what side I was trying to root for at the very end, and just clear up some loose ends. But definitely check it out and let me know what you think. Until then, see you soon.